that does all the editing for Wikipedia. But bottom line is...
Byron, thank you for the call. Can 5G affect, any reports of 5G affecting a pacemaker?
I'm certain that they do. And that's why they tell you not to use them, to stand near a microwave if you've got a pacemaker. So anytime you're near a source like that,
all right.
And how are you going to know that that was the thing that caused your pacemaker to go haywire? You drive under one of the antennas, and next thing you know, you're laying on the sidewalk, and they go, "Oh, we don't know what killed them." You know, that's the problem. Now we've got this additional threat vector, so everybody that's got a pacemaker is going to have to be walking around in a Faraday cage. So I have no doubt that
we don't have time for any more calls, Joseph. Just enough time to ask you about how we can learn more about Principia Scientific International.
Just visit their website. We do update probably usually about 6 or 8 articles per day. Some of them are by the original founders, which we do our own research. And then we also have publication section where we publish things that other peer-reviewed magazines would not do. And particularly, I would recommend the work by Steve Nahal, N-A-H-L-E, who is a college professor at University of Monterey in Mexico. And he did 2 really great experiments on electromagnetic transmission through the atmosphere and on carbon warming. They're really great experiments, and they're better than anything anybody else has done. So I highly recommend those. Anyhow,
Joseph, thank you so much for hanging out for the last 2 hours.
Wonderful choice. Thank you so much.
All right. When we come back, open lines. Here are the Foo Fighters' Shame, Shame. New music from the band featuring frontman Dave Grohl. Was originally from Warren, Ohio. Back with more on Coast to Coast AM. Don't go away.
Linear compression therapy is a series of short, comfortable treatments that repair aged blood vessels, stimulate growth of new blood vessels, and remove decades of microplaque. It's not invasive, completely pain-free with no surgery, no needles, no drugs, and no side effects. In fact, focused linear compression therapy is twice as effective as Viagra, with 90% of all men reporting positive results and improved sexual performance. Make 2021 your year. Call the professional medical staff at Peak Performance for Men and fix your problems today, regardless of age or medical history. Call Peak Performance for Men right now, 512-894-8181 for a medical consultation and ultrasound. If they can't treat you for any reason, your visit is free. Join the thousands of success stories around the country. Call Peak Performance for Men, 512-894-8181.
Mark, Melinda, and Ed. An Austin Business Journal report on what's challenging Austin restaurants. We hear one thing from Mayor Adler. We hear something else from Governor Abbott. We want some consistency. It's driving us crazy.
I think I would go with the most stringent ones. Then you know you're completely covered.
And of course, many of these restaurants rely on alcohol sales. I don't know how they make it on 25%.
Every afternoon, 2 to 4 on News Radio KLBJ.
One by one.
Thank you for taking my call. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Every caller gets their say.
No one else is really talking about it. I'm glad we're fired up about it, too. Trump's doing the right thing. You know, there's so many issues.
And whether you agree...
I think you're politically wrong.
...or disagree...
I will have to agree with you. You're one of the sweetest guys I know. For a guy who's doing so bad on politics.
You're invited to join the conversation.
Your platform is, like, really, really important to us.
On News Radio, KLBJ.
You're listening to News Radio KLBJ, AM, Austin.